Morning guys, welcome back to the cave. Had my first go at casting some resin this week. So I've got two pieces. I've got a small piece here which is going to be a ring, and I've got this piece here which is going to be a pendant. So this is using the Aluminite clear. It's a slow cure. I don't have any vacuum facility. Well, I've got a vacuum pump for me lathe, but I don't have a vacuum chamber to stabilise wood. I don't have a pressure chamber for getting rid of all the bubbles. But this particular type of resin I think does very well without creating bubbles. It's a slow cure. This has been curing for 48 hours. I've got a piece of burr oak in there. I've also got some bits of coral and coral powder, and I'm also using I think it's the mica colours, a blood red one. So I'm going to start off doing the ring, and then I'm going to come back and we'll get on and do the pendant as well if I've got time. So I'll just change the camera angle and then we'll get started. Right, so this is the ring blank I've got in. This one's also burr oak and the blood red mica. I'm just going to drill a hole through the middle for the moment. Drill size is 22mm. The ring blank itself has got an outside diameter of 24mm. So I'll finish that off with a scraper, but I'm just going to get the hole drilled to start off with. Lathe's running at about 670. And that's it, drilled all the way through, and I just need to get a scraper in there and get the rest of that cleaned out. Right, that fits nicely in there. So what I'll do now, I'll get it glued in, and then I'll get the ring mandrel set up so we can get the outside turned. Right, so what I've got now, I've got the steel insert put in. I've got one side faced off. I'm going to turn it down to the round now. Now what I'm using here is a ring expander, just held in the chuck jaws, and then the tail centre brought up to expand it out, and that actually holds the ring in place nice and sturdy. So we'll get it turned down and see where we'll go from there. Running speed's about 2000. Just going to get my gouge sharpened. So I'm going to start sanding it now. Start off at 120, work through to about 600, and then I've got some micro mesh to do, and I'll probably do some Yorkshire grit and Yorkshire grit microfine as well. So we'll come back when I've gotten the sanding done. Right, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well on camera. The colours might not come out that well. Let's see if I can get it in a bit of light. That's it. So I took it down to 2004 or up to 2400 grit. Then I used the Yorkshire grit microfine, and then I've done it up with some Hampshire Sheen high gloss. I'm going to get on and do the pendant now, and I'll take photos of them both when I've finished, and I'll put them at the end of the video. So we'll come back when I get set up to do the pendant. Right guys, what I've done up to now, I've faced off both sides and I've got it down into a round. Now what I've done, I've mounted my offset chuck into my ordinary chuck, and I've just fit the blank in a jam chuck, and it's well tight in there, so I'm pretty certain that's going to hold fine. So I'm going to shape this side and probably get it finished. I may well do some off-centre work while I'm on this side. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. Right, I think what I'll do, I'll get that sanded. I'm probably not going to do any off-centre work, but I'll get that sanded up and finished, then I'll flip it round and do the other side. Right, so I've got it flipped round and back into the jam chuck. I have offset my off-centre turning jig, so we'll see how this works. Right, so where it's offset, as I'm going down further, this is going to be a hole all the way through. Right, I'm going to get that sanded now and all cleaned up, and I'll show you what it's like when we're done. Well, that's that done, and there it is. You'll be able to see it better once I put the photographs up, but I've got it convex on this side and I've got it concave and off centre on this side. It's actually turned out quite thin, a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be, but as a first attempt, well, not a first attempt as a pendant, first attempt at casting resin, I'm quite happy with that. I'll get the video up later. Like and share, or if you don't like, as I usually say, give us a reason why. I did get a like on the water drop bowl. I got a like from somebody, and then they removed it, but they actually did put a comment on as to why they'd removed it, and fair to them. I totally agree with what they were saying, to tell you the truth. So I'll get this up, I'll get some photos done, like and share, and I'll not be back next week. My wife's just bought a load of craft stuff. She does a lot of beadwork. She's just bought a load of craft stuff from a business, from somebody that's going out of business. So I'm travelling from Dumfries all the way down to Oakfield in East Sussex to pick this up. And once I've picked it up, I'm going down overnight, Thursday, Friday. And once I've picked it up, I'm going to pop across and see Martin Sabin Smith. I messaged him the other day about that, so I'm going to spend a bit of time with him before I come back up home. So I'll probably not be doing a video for a couple of weeks, unless I do one when I'm down with Martin, but we'll see how that goes. Right then, anyway, bye for now, and we'll see you soon.